Okay, so we're talking Bradford, and obviously we're talking there Coventry and Preston going to penalties. 9 penalty shootouts in a row for Bradford City. Bottle, fate, what do you call it?
There's a lot to do with momentum as well, I think, and you just get that belief. And I'm sure Robin will tell me what it's like to be on a run when you're in a successful winning team. It hasn't happened to me very often. But you talked about Valley Parade. You could tell just watching it on TV, the place was absolutely jumping. The crowd are behind you. The players believe it. They've obviously got faith in Phil Parkinson, who's
a good footballing man.
Yeah, he's been around.
Tactically right.
He knows what he's doing. And it would have been I would struggle to find someone who would have backed Villa yesterday. Anyone that knows football would know what the atmosphere is going to be like, know what that team is going to be like going into that game. These are professional footballers. Yes, they're Division 2, League 2, but these are high quality athletes. And when everything's worked, all the cards are sort of stacked in your favour on games like that. There's almost something in the air. You were there, and I'm sure you'll agree with that.
Yeah, I've just gone a bit goosebumpy, funnily enough, because I was there, and people I spoke, and we went to the pub to have my orange juice prior to the game, about 5 hours prior to the game, and I was talking to people, and they're saying, oh, it was all myth. It was all about Villa being a Premiership side. But I said to them, it's 11 men against 11 men. Look at them in the eye and win your battles. And in Narky Wells, who's a young Bermudan striker, he is a proper individual. I mean, I personally say, and we're going to have the Mark Lawn on the Bradford chairman in a while, he could play in the Championship now. He's ready. But then you look around his teammates, and there's probably 5, 6, 7 of them who could play in the Championship now. So why are they not running away with the league, Robin?
I think there's a very, very big expectation on Bradford City, and rightfully after where you were, of course, 10, 11, 12 years ago. However, the financial errors they've been through, I think, can have a huge impact on the club. I mean, they're languishing in the 3rd division now, obviously on the up with this run, but it's just a case of having a few stable years, I think, and adding quality players like they're doing now and just showing what Bradford City is actually capable of.
And you look from the outside and you think, okay, we've seen every year, we see one team, like we've seen Millwall get to an FA Cup final, which, no disrespect to Bradford, that's one up on the Capital One, because a lot more people pay respect to the FA Cup than they do the Capital One Cup. But when you get to this stage of the tournament, everyone pays respect to it, because it's just massive to have a bit of silverware. But they didn't just beat Villa, they just brushed them aside.
And you're not that confident about Villa winning the second leg by 2 goals and Bradford not scoring.
Yeah, I found myself trying to temper people down and just say, listen, we enjoy the performance, but the result comes over 2 legs. But it's hard because no one in their wildest dreams, apart from a friend of mine, Jamie Lawrence, who Robin obviously knows really, really well, we'll talk about that in a while. He had a £5 on Narky Wells to score first and Bradford to win 3-1, like saying at 200 odds to 1. So somebody somewhere did think that Bradford were capable.
But you don't go to Wigan and win, and you don't beat Arsenal, even if they weren't switched on or whatever, even if it was on penalties, and you don't have something about you. As you said, they've got some quality players there.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to come down to the manager, the backroom staff, and the preparation, because you do not beat Wigan, Villa, and Arsenal without being properly right. Now, this is a great honour for the station. We've got Mark Lawn, who's the Bradford City chairman, on the phone. And Mark, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. How's this week been?
A bit surreal, to be fair. I think Jamie Lawrence was the only one that would have thought we were going to win 3-1. I didn't, I can tell you that.
Is that because he spent half the afternoon in the town?
Yeah, it could have been, yeah. He didn't have any Guinnesses, did he, at that stage?
He certainly did. But Mark, when you look at the club and you see 25,000 against Arsenal, 22,000 against Villa, that's what that stadium was built for.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to look. I mean, they do say about sleeping giants, but we have got a decent fan base. I think that proved it. And I think, we've certainly got a better fan base than where we are, and probably deserve to be, for the fans alone, in somewhere about in the Championship at least.
Mark, what would this cup run mean to Bradford in terms of their finances? I've noticed reading the paper on the way up here that people are starting to sniff around Narky Wells a little bit now. Will the cup run sort of allow you to invest more in the club and look for promotion?
Yeah, I think he's looking at bringing in 2 or 3. We're just signing a young lad tomorrow until the end of the season to strengthen the squad a little bit, because there's a few of them a little bit jaded and we need to give them a bit of a break. So I think we're looking in at bringing in maybe 3 or 4, to be fair.
Yeah, well, you were talking about, I think I read that you'd actually wiped out your debt with the Arsenal game. And yeah, has this actually put you into profit now? Yeah, was this
No, we worked out. We've made about £1 million on the whole run, and we'd put a deficit together of around about 700,000. So, it means that we've got a little bit of profit carrying on, and we can strengthen the squad a little bit. And I'd have to tell you, it's not cheap to get players. So we're playing 4 players, and he's looking at bringing players from higher leagues in. So it won't be cheap getting their wages, I can tell you that. But if he gets us through and gets us promoted, it's worth it.
As supporters, we've sort of engaged with other supporters and we've seen them celebrating on social media and local news and so on and so forth. Have you been able to enjoy the matches as they've actually been going, or have you had to wait till afterwards to enjoy it?
No, I'm nervous when we play anybody, so it's terrible for me, sort of thing. So I'll be just as nervous against Oxford on Saturday. I'm awful. I kick every ball. It's awful. In fact, my wife won't sit next to me.
Sorry, Neil. I don't blame her, Mark, to be honest. But listen, the big thing is now, is your role now at Bradford City, is that now going to have to grow and you're going to have to sort of learn as you go, because you've been in League 2, you hope to go to League 1, you hopefully go to Wembley, so it's on the up. The place is geared up now to go back where it belongs.
Yeah, it's our job now to get maximum income so we can give Phil as much money as we possibly can. I mean, that's what we're geared up for. If we can earn more money from sponsorship and things, then we can put more money on the pitch, and that's what it's all about. Yeah,
and also let's not forget that you've got the Johnson's Paint semi-final away at Crewe as well.
Yeah. I'm just watching the other game here now on TV. I'm just watching the Coventry and Preston North End one. So. Because it could be them that if we manage to beat Crewe, we play the winners of these, obviously, in the Northern Final.
Yeah, do you put a target on your heads for the rest of the season now? Obviously, beating Arsenal, beating Aston Villa, beating Wigan, everybody is now going to want to go out, and but they're going to play 50, 100% better against you, aren't they?
Yeah, I would have thought so. But I mean. What that does do is it does mean that a lot of teams come and sit behind. So if they open up, it might give us a little bit better chance, to be fair, because they want to come and beat us. They've got to score goals.
And as chairman, Mark, do you ask questions of Phil Parkinson as to why the team can turn it on against Arsenal, can turn it on against Wigan, absolutely batter Villa, yet you're not sitting pretty top of the division?
Well, I mean,
Mark, can I just interrupt you for a second, please?
Yeah.
Please don't go anywhere. It's been a third goal at the Ricoh Arena. We're going to go over to a Preston fan. Graham, good or bad?
Better than good. It's amazing. Wembley, Wembley. Come on, lads. Monacana's tricked it on the wing. Great takedown from Bedman. He's gone back into the area. He's taken a lucky deflection. Gone past Murphy, who has no chance with that. But yeah. Great. Hopefully we can hold on now, and I look forward to beating you in the semis, Mark.
Well, meeting us perhaps, but not beating us.
Yeah, I'm sure he said meeting you as well. Graham, we'll come back to an update, and as you know, there's 15 minutes to go, so there's so much more time there. Mark, the point that I wanted to make to you is something that not many people have actually mentioned, that Bradford, the way they're going, with the crowd, with the manager, with everything that's gone on this year, players are going to want to come and play for Bradford City, and the standard of player, I think, will just take up a couple of extra notches, and that with your manager and with the fans, you've got everything. All the ingredients are there for you.
Yeah. If we can keep hold of people, I mean, I'm a realist, Gordon, as well. I'd like to keep hold of everybody, but whether we can do that or not, I'm sure that someone's going to come knocking on our door for our players and perhaps even our manager. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to put you in an uncomfortable situation ever, but Narky Wells have you seen a better striker at Valley Parade in the last 5-7 years?
I've not seen a better finisher. I can tell you that. His finishing is something a little bit special. He's a very, 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 very cool customer when it comes to finishing. I've seen players with his pace and that can get there, but he's finishing. He finishes a lot, you know, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? You know, he don't just run all over the pitch, and he's got a bags of that, but it's his finishing, I think, that's impressive.
Yeah, were you ignoring all unknown phone calls on your mobile phone?
No. I spoke to someone today, so that's different. But you know, we'll see. It's not about. It wasn't about Mackie, to be fair.
Yeah, see, that's that is the other problem. A nice problem to have, admittedly. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a cliche: cup final against a Chelsea or Swansea, or promotion.
Well, me, easy promotion.
Every day of the week.
But we've got to start getting out of these leagues. You know, our club can't survive down on these leagues. It's a big stadium to run. We need to be playing. We need to be playing people in higher leagues and getting regular people in.
Mark, we're going to let you go, but obviously I hope to see you in a couple of weeks at Villa Park. But congratulations to yourself, the manager, the players, and most of all the fans. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.